Right, people, so, I'm going to make a little video today on how to set up a water-fed pole for window cleaning, but as a twist. And I'm going to make this video because I struggled with it at first, and it's using the gardiner gooseneck. So if you've ordered one of these, with the water-through system, you ain't feeding your own hose through. I didn't get how these got set up and I ordered the wrong bit, so I'll talk you through it. So the proper names for all the bits and bobs, I'll put a picture of them on the screen, and then what they're actually called. So, for your gardiner gooseneck, you'll need one of these little clips. Don't know what they're called, but I'll put it on the screen here. I got mine from Window Cleaning Warehouse. It was like a pack of 5 for £9 or something. And all it is your hose goes in here and it allows it to push on for a quick release system. I will be using a Univalve today and showing you how to set up one of those as well. It's pretty fucking simple. It's just this you need to wrap your head around. So, first things first, you're going to need your pole. I've got myself, thanks to CleanLink, sending me this. CleanLink Sentinel 22-foot carbon fibre insulated bottom section, anti-spin. For those who don't know what anti-spin is, the window cleaning, your poles go up, yeah? You're trying to dig something out the corner of the window, you give it a little twist, and usually your poles and your fucking brush goes. These ones, rigid, mate. Proper bit of kit. Second link in the description if you want to buy one. And I get 5% commission, so make sure you use my fucking link. But yeah, all the bits you see in this video I've bought from CleanLink, apart from the little fittings, but you can get them there too. Hose, you'll need to cut a section of hose off, about yay big, because it'll be running gardiner gooseneck, your fitting, red tubing, crimped onto a Univalve, and the rest hose at the bottom of your brush. Right, so I've sent myself a bit of tubing, so let's get building things. So I'm going to grab your gooseneck, push your fitting on nicely, press this down, your fitting, and the bit of tubing you've cut off, ram it in there, and that is the first bit you're working with. That'll be at the top of your brush with a Univalve on this end. To be extra secure when you put it together, you need a few of these bad boys. I'll put the proper name on screen. Get yourself one of these tools too to do a proper job. So the next bit's going to work is you've got your little contraption you've made, and with the brown or the opposite coloured part of a Univalve, it's going to be the bottom of your brush. That is the part that you tug on to control the flow. So this is going to go in there with one of these over the top, so you can crimp it all down. It's nice and tight. Right, so I've now got my hose on the Univalve. I've always been told not to push it all the way to the end, so I've put it about halfway, just enough to get my clip on there and crimp it down, which I'll quickly do now for you. That's on there, nice and tight now. Right, now I got this contraption, put it to one side, grab the rest of your hose, you're going to feed it up your pole and out the top. Right, I've now fed the rest of my tube through here, and all that's left to do is to connect Univalve onto this. Same again, put one of your little clamps over it, a little bit, a little spit, get it on there and it should be all good. Note to self, when you are cutting the section of this hose, you want it, when it's lined up, to be like halfway in your top sections. You don't want it too long, don't want it too short, have it set about halfway. I've just struggled to get that on a little bit. I'm going to show you a little tip now. Get me miss, do me some hot water. So we'll finish this off and wait. Right, so what you can do before you slide the tubing onto Univalve, if you just soak your tubing in boiling water, it'll soften it up. So I'm going to soak it now, take it back off the Univalve, because it's only a bit on there. And I'll slide it back on properly when it's heated up. Yes, people, so I've just held that end under the water so it was soft to slide it back on a bit more. So all I'm going to do now, remember to put your clamp on first, is put my clamp on and crimp it on again. And obviously when you pull it, open, close, sorted. So this is the top end of your pole, you've got your gardiner gooseneck, we'll put a brush on there in a minute, bit of tubing, to Univalve, your opposite colour part facing down the bottom of the pole, and then we'll take to the bottom end now so you can connect it to your hose reel. One of these, I'll put it on screen now. That obviously goes into your hose reel. This end on the outside will have an O-ring on it again. So now I'm just soaking the end of the hose, the opposite end. It's going to slide on that. That end goes in your hose reel, so we'll get that set up with another O-ring on. So all I've done now is just wrestled that over there, about halfway on, we'll crimp it shut now and give it a test. Right, so you got your pole set up. All you want to do is put your bush on, bob it on, same again, press your clip in, you're in, come to your water source. So we find out I've not set it up properly. Turn it on, and then fucking see if it works, eh? This way. Where are you off to, fucking cameraman? Look at that. Ooh. We've got a leak. We've got a leak. Here we go. Still recording? Right. There we go, now we're in. So this is a wee bit loose. Right, so we need to tighten this up. Ignore the bloody dog. That's on nice and tight. And I think we are. There we are. Cleaning. Anti-spin. That's what we like. So yeah. That's how you set up water-fed pole and Univalve.